If you can't balance these three centers, then why are you trying to open up a third eye?
Well, you want to know why? Because people try and jump to it. It's like, well, I want to go take ayahuasca. Well, you haven't even worked on the fundamental stuff.
You know how many people's fried their circuits doing things like that?
A lot of
to
people
do like the Kundalini energy, getting that up before they can handle it.
I don't think people understand. It's a ton of energy.
I mean, there's people in
Imagine
gone mental.
Yeah. So imagine for a moment, do you know when mothers like lift cars off of their children after like an accident, that's superhuman strength? There's a reserve function that sits inside of human beings. It's untapped for a lot of people. Some people with specific willpower can find it and use it. And sometimes under specific pressurizing instances, people use it without even noticing what was going on.
Yeah, in the water,
there's incredible power that's stored inside this body. It's got wild capacity.
Our nervous systems.
Right, but it stores it all the time. But you drain off, or you don't find the respect and value of those power centers, and then you try to open that stuff right up to a moment where your body is going limp, and then this world opens up, and it's flooded with energy that shouldn't be used so much so fast, is what I'm trying to get at.
So much so fast in the sense of you want the quick run through a drive-through, get this real fast. This false sensation, like this film, and that's where the spiritual fast food is.
Right. And if I was a mother using this core reserve strength that I have every single day, you'd die. You wouldn't live. You couldn't exist.
Within a year.
Probably. Probably shorter than that, because it's such a special reserve. So when you're going and you're doing specific types of psychoactive substances, ayahuasca, MDMA,
mushrooms,
anything, it doesn't matter, DMT, LSD. These things are opening up centers that you don't even have management yet at fundamental levels, and you're pumping it with a huge amount. Your body can tone up to these things, but most people don't algorithmically do it. They want to take the jump. They don't want to work on the stuff. I want to work on the crown chakra. Well, you can't get there until you're down here.
Yeah, I was listening to a South American guy that does this. He doesn't do this he does this just in the tribe. He's pretty indigenous. He doesn't do it for people. Like, you can't pay him.
Okay.
And he's like, it's 40 years of spiritual work before I'll even give it to somebody.
Yeah, see, it's crazy.
And then here we are like, let's go to Costa Rica. You want to go to Costa Rica? Perfect. Oh, I've got the founder of Google with me too.
You know, chew on these roots with me? Shut our brains out for 12 hours?
And I'm not displacing any of this, because people's had profound.
They've had incredibly profound stuff.
So I'm not, they've healed forgiveness in their hearts, and somebody's, done something horrific to them, or a loss of a loved one. I talked to a guy that he came to peace through it from his mother dying. I get it. I understand it completely. It's just you're playing with fire, like literally.
Yeah, you are playing with
nervous system fire.
If you honestly don't have a foundation built and you jump into that stuff, your journey's going to be ugly. It's going to be really ugly.
You can tell too, because some of the people that have done this super heavily, the way they act and talk, and they're all paranoid and
I met a guy
schizophrenic. I've met some schizophrenic people.
I met a guy once who'd done ayahuasca 10, 12 times, and something
was off.
And I read people pretty well. Something was off.
He had the jaguar next to him,
but not even like physically off. He was like deep level. Like there was something was pumping out of the swinging waves of the brain, of the consciousness that was hitting me, and I'm like,
maybe he opened up a negative entity.
It didn't feel right.